Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out the third video in our From Shopify Zero to Hero series, where we're going to be designing a product, getting it manufactured, and building an e-commerce business on Shopify. So far, I've introduced the idea. We're going to be making Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu rash guards with traditional tattoo art printed on them. We've talked about how we're going to validate our idea, and then last week we chose a domain name and registered it, which was luckycatfightwear.com. So we have that domain hooked up to our Shopify store right now, and this is what we get when we go to our website. It's just a coming soon page, which is actually not too far off from what we want. So when we validate a product, what we're going to do is create a landing page for our product where we sort of showcase the product that we can use to measure interest. And then we're going to send targeted traffic to it using the Google Display Network ads, just some cheap ads that we can use to gauge interest in our product. So normally the first step would be to make a mock-up of our product. So we'd have an image of a rash guard with our artwork on it that we could put on our page. Well, we don't have that. So if you remember on the last video, I talked about how I contacted a friend to create some artwork for me, who's a tattoo artist. Well, the thing is, sometimes when you work with other people, things get delayed. Not a big deal. We're just going to give him another week or so to finish the artwork. He's working on it right now, and then we'll create our mock-up. Things go pretty wrong when you're building a business. Not a big deal. Roll with the punches, and if this is the worst thing that happens during this validation phase, we'll be very lucky. So in this episode, we're just going to start building our landing page, and I'll show you how we do that. And then we'll come back right before we launch it. We'll put in the mock-up, and I'll show you the full completed page. So anyway, here is the Lucky Cat Fightwear Coming Soon page. You get this by default when you sign up with Shopify. This is basically a password page. You see here, enter using password. I could put in a password that Shopify gives me here, and then I get access to the full site. And if you're logged into your site already, it won't prompt you for a password. So you can see if we come to Lucky Cat Fightwear while we're logged in, we can see the basic shell of a site here. So this would be essentially what the homepage looks like. And it's up to you to fill that in for your shop, and we will get to that. But really, right now, all we want is a landing page. So we don't want people to browse and buy stuff and have a fully functioning website yet. We just want one page where they can see our product, and we'll explain that it's not actually created yet, and we'll give them an opportunity to give us their email address if they want to, so we can let them know when the product is actually available to purchase. Now, one thing, a lot of times when you read startup literature, they'll recommend going a lot further than this. So when we create our ad, for example, we're going to show a picture of our rash guard as if it actually exists. But as soon as they get to the page, we're going to say, you know what, sorry, this doesn't exist yet. We're working on it. We'll have it manufactured soon, but it doesn't exist yet. Now, some startup literature will recommend letting them add it to their cart, letting them actually purchase it, and then refunding them their money and saying, oh, I'm sorry, this doesn't actually exist yet. You know what, that seems kind of unethical to me. I don't want to trick anyone. I don't want anyone to feel like they were tricked. So you do get better data that way for sure, but I would rather just show them the product and just tell them right away, hey, look, this doesn't exist yet. So that's what we're going to do. So to create our landing page, we're going to go first to our Shopify admin and click Online Store. Now, I think that Debut is the default theme with Shopify, which is nice, but I think there's actually a better one for our purposes, and that's called Minimal. I'm going to uninstall this real quick just so you can see how you install it. So on your online store themes page, just scroll down here to free themes, click Explore Free Themes. And these are all made by Shopify. They're very nice. I don't think you'd go wrong with any of these, though there are plenty of fantastic paid ones too. Definitely check out of the Sandbox. They make some great themes. They cost usually around $150 to $200. That might be a little bit above our budget for this, so that's like 10% of our budget. So we're probably going to make do with one of the free themes. But if you have a little more to invest, or you're doing a redesign, definitely check those out. They're great. They will definitely make your website look more professional. So anyway, we're going to select Minimal here and click Add to Theme Library. And it's going to take just a minute until that's available. Okay, so that's available now. We see just added, and we're just going to click customize. You know what? Actually, before we do that, we need to create our Jiu-Jitsu rash guard product. So we're going to go to products here and add a product. We'll clean this up in a little bit, but right now we're just going to kind of make a placeholder product. So we'll call it the Lucky Cat. And then description, we'll just put placeholder description. Image, this is where we would normally put our mock-up, which we don't have. I'm just going to use this picture. This is me after jiu-jitsu practice. Looking all tired there. Just put a placeholder price. You can select compare at price if you want to show like a sale or something like that. Like maybe this product is normally $40, and if you set that here, it's going to show like 40 crossed out next to the 20 to make it appear like it's on sale. Do you want it to track quantity, and we'll set available as 0, so this will show as like sold out. The rest of the stuff we can ignore. Save that. Okay, so now we can put this on our homepage. We go back to online store, themes, minimal, customize, and let's start building this thing. Okay, so first of all, the header. We don't want a search bar. I'd like to not show the cart, but that might, oh yeah, can we get rid of show announcement? Okay. Because there's not actually going to be a cart here, I'd rather not show that, but it looks like we can't do that without editing the code, maybe? So I just clicked edit menu here. I see, so edit menu is going to be the home and catalog links at the top here. Well, we don't really want people to browse our site because there's not going to be anything there, so we're just going to get rid of that. And we'll save those. Okay, and we see those disappear, good. And basically what we're doing is we're sort of just taking everything out of this theme except our product. So for announce something here, you know what, I'm just going to put coming soon. That way they can just see right away that, hey, this product doesn't exist yet. Let them know right away. Okay, we don't have a logo yet, so we're just going to leave this blank. We may fill it in later if we get a logo before we launch. I don't think it's really necessary. We will deal with that. So let's just start taking sections out. Now when you want to take a section out, you can like delete it totally if you want by clicking these little dots here, scrolling to the bottom, hitting remove section. I don't know, maybe we'll want to add something back in, so let's just, if we click the little eye icon, it's just going to hide it for now. Okay. And then now let's just add our product in. So we're going to hit add section, featured product. This could vary depending on your theme. In minimal, it's called featured product. Okay, yep, that's basically what we want. So we're going to click add and then select our placeholder product. You know what? I don't really want people to share our crappy placeholder product that doesn't exist yet. So let's just get rid of those. They can't buy it because it's marked as sold out. Cool. Okay, so let's go back. The next thing we need to edit is our footer. We're not going to have much here. I mean, let's just start getting rid of these sections. We're not going to have news. We're not going to have links. Social icons, nope. Newsletter sign up. You know what? So I think now we would like people to be able to put in their email address so we can let them know when the product is available. So we'll just, I think I'm going to take it out of the footer, and I did see a newsletter sign up in the main homepage sections. Yeah, right here. Cool. So let's just move that underneath. I just clicked it and dragged it below. And let's edit the text there a little bit. So I don't know if anyone's actually going to fill this out. I mean, I wouldn't. Would you? But maybe someone will. So let's do it. Cool. Okay, that text seems to make sense. You know, I always like to put like, we never spam you. Because don't spam your customers. Don't sell their information. Don't send them crap they don't want. Like, they're signing up here to get notified that this particular product is available. Don't abuse that. They're trusting you with their email address. Yeah, okay, that looks fine. Pretty reasonable, right? I mean, it's not awesome looking, but I think it'll do for our purposes here. One thing is I hate the colors here. Yeah, that weird sort of green. I don't like that. Let's just change that. Maybe like a nice blue, like a gray blue. It's a little purple. It doesn't look great. But really, when we're validating our product, the main thing we're measuring is if we show people a picture of our product, are they motivated enough by that picture to click on it? Honestly, we don't care too much what happens once they come to this page. So let's save this and go back to our store by clicking the little bag icon up here. And now we publish. So go to Actions next to Minimal here and publish it. Click Publish again. You know, one thing you should do, good practice, whenever you add a new theme or make a copy of it and edit it, like make a note to yourself of why. By just going to Actions, Rename, we're going to go Minimal Coming Soon page. This way, now if we go back to our main page, refresh, boom, okay. So the next step is going to be to make this a little better. I mean, and that basically involves writing a product description and sort of improving this whole product listing here. What happens when we click on this? Okay, they get a big dog picture. That's okay. Once we have a mock-up, that'll look better. So let's go to our product, and here we go. Okay, so Lucky Cat Fightwear BJJ Rash Guard is the title we have right now. You know, it's okay. Maybe that'll change once we get the first design. We might want to add in something about the actual design here in the name, but that's fine. The description is sort of the key here. When you're writing a description, there's a lot of stuff to keep in mind. Like, you want a good description that sort of highlights your benefits. You want visitors to know how your product is going to make their life better. Like, don't just tell me like, oh, this rash guard is made out of whatever material. Tell me like, oh man, I'm gonna stop getting beat up by bigger people if I wear this. Fortunately, that's not true in our case, but tell them like why they should buy this, not just like what it is. And actually, we have a really good article on our blog about this. I'm gonna pull it up, and I will add a link to it in the description. But just to show you, it's a little old, but still very good info in it. And if you haven't checked out our blog, please do. There's a lot of good stuff on there. So in this big blog post that appears to have broken images, well, that'll be fixed by the time this goes up. But anyway, I look at a lot of really good stores' descriptions and what they do right and what they do wrong. I think this will be really helpful when you're first starting to write a product description. Now, you don't have to sit here and watch me write a product description. By the time this video is live, it will be written. Go ahead and go to luckycatfightwear.com. This page will be live. You can check it out. You can see what we wrote. By the way, in the blog, I'm also documenting this whole thing, and that's a really good place to look for, like, that's where we're going to have, you know, really detailed breakdowns of our costs, our revenue, traffic, all that kind of stuff. So, like, you definitely go to blog.needab.com to check that out, and I will have the description there as well in the main post for this video. But yeah, basically our description is going to explain that this doesn't exist yet. It's going to talk about what we're trying to do, talk about the project a little bit, and prompt them to sign up here so we can let them know when it's actually available. But really, this isn't bad for a start. So okay, I've talked for a while here, and I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Definitely, after you watch this video, I'll leave a link to the website so you can see our full created landing page with the description. Just click on that to check it out. And, you know, as always, like and subscribe to the video if you feel like you've learned anything. Comment below. I'll answer any questions. If you're working along with me and created a landing page, send me a link. I'll check it out. Give you any advice you might need. And as always, so thanks so much for watching. On the next video, we are going to look at Google Ads. start setting those up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a mock-up to look at as well. All right, thanks, and talk to you soon.